All right, tribe. Coach Moose here. It is now day 8, technically. Even though I'm taping this on Sunday, you see it Monday, and we're heading into week 2 of this 28-day, 12th phase of the Whole Life Fitness Manifesto. I'm in Vancouver right now, so I just finished up at the Superhuman Summit. Thank you guys for the commentary and for wishing me luck. It was an absolutely fantastic event. Learned lots of cool things, made some great connections, and some new friendships were formed. And I'm looking forward to sharing some of the videos as they release them. It's all sort of TED Talk format, and it is all about anti-aging, functional medicine, sport performance, nutrition, biohacking. It was crazy, all the topics that were covered. And I'll share those videos as they become available because, hey, every day we talk about 10 minutes of personal development. These videos will be perfect for that. But I'm no longer in a hotel. I am now Chez Jeff Key. It's a very fancy hotel. It's actually better than the hotel. And you guys know Jeff. Jeff was one of the original Whole Lifers. And what's really interesting is I met Jeff, I guess it'd be almost 5 years ago now, at a networking group here in Yaletown when Christy and I relocated with the kids from out in the rural parts of Vancouver, out in the suburbs. We relocated downtown because it was more conducive for our lifestyle and less commute for me. And I connected with Jeff, and Jeff has made some significant lifestyle changes. So I'm doing something different. I know I haven't interviewed a lot of people, but I think some of the skills and tactics and strategies that Jeff's used in the last 5 years to make his lifestyle changes are, well, they're good to talk about because I think a couple of them will be very beneficial to you guys. And so I'm going to ask him a couple questions because you know what? And he inspired me to do this because he just came back from Costco. Every Sunday, he goes to Costco and he buys basically bulk chicken, bulk quinoa, bulk bunch of stuff, and he does meal prep for the next 6 days. And he takes it to work with them. Anyways, it's really, really cool. And I was like, man, this is what people need to hear because you talk about a busy dude, busy dude. He owns his own business. He's training. He's got a busy life. And he knows that if he doesn't plan his nutrition, he's going to flail. So anyways, here's Jeff. Jeff, say hi.
Hi, Tribe. How you doing?
Yeah. It's been a long time that I've known you. 5 years.
5 years, yeah.
So what was your bad habit when I met you?
Well, I was a smoker. I was going through, a pretty significant amount of cigarettes every day. Wasn't exercising as regularly, but, a lot of things just, derailed me here and there. I was never consistent with going to the gym often enough or eating well and all that. And then when I met Dai, he kind of inspired me. He's in the business of helping people getting fitter, and he's also a really fit, ripped looking, very healthy looking dude. So I just felt that I need to be able to make a change in my own life to make every other aspect of my life better, especially my business, because we met at a business networking group and I was on a mission to really grow my business to the next level. So a big part of it was that I needed to know that I can achieve something that's really difficult. And at the time I had already failed to quit smoking about 7 or 8 times, kept rebounding back at it. The changes that I made was I added working out with Dai in his Sunday Fun Days as well as joining CrossFit BC. Mm-hmm. And I
look at the shirt. You got the shirt on. I love it. Yeah.
And I also the light's really bright. And I also
we got really bright. I feel like powder. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay.
Yeah. So when you make a combination of changes on multiple fronts, not just one thing, then it makes you feel like if when you're about to slip, when that temptation for that cigarette comes, you don't want to undo the other good that you've been doing by eating healthy and going to the gym regularly and everything. So then it kind of stops you from taking the next step. And also, just picturing Moose's disappointment in his face if I were to tell him, Moose, I slipped and I had a cigarette. No, I could never do it. So that it actually kept me away from it, and long enough that now, it's not an issue for me anymore. I just define myself as a non-smoker, and I am a non-smoker for 5 years now.
That's awesome.
And the physical changes I've had since I started lifting heavier and then heavier and heavier every year, the progressions have been amazing. I'm lifting weights that I never imagined I could lift before. And
significant strength gains, crazy strength gains,
and my body completely changed too. Especially in the last years, I started going really heavy. And
Jeff's okay, and you know what? He's a modest dude, but I got to show you the text message I get from Jeff, because every once in a while, this is the interesting thing about CrossFit. We're a community. They put our scores on the board, and so we always joke about there's a target on the moose. Anyways, the target is like he's been shooting me. Now there's a target on the gazelle. That used to be his nickname was Gazelle because he jumps like a gazelle. He's got major ups. Anyways, but he keeps beating me in workouts now. Like this is crazy. So you go from like in 5 years. You've not only given up smoking, you've started to eat healthier. You bike everywhere, like especially when the weather's nice in Vancouver. That's his preferred mode of transportation. So he goes all the way to Gastown.
Good for your legs.
Which is a couple kilometers from here, and that's back and forth. So that's 5K a day. You're cycling, like it's night and day. But because he made a choice, and you continue to make a choice. And so, what about the batching?
Well, the food batch. Let's see what we got here. We got some fresh chicken breast here, organic chicken breast. Put some garlic. There's another lemon that I'm about to crush into it. And then some fresh.
Smell the garlic.
Fresh ground pepper all over this thing. I'm gonna add some salt, some rosemary, dill, and then I also have a bag of
yams, nice.
Sweet potatoes here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roast these guys in the oven with some chopped fresh bacon on top, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. Some bacon.
Bacon. You see, this is why I stay as Jeff. Shaky.
Yeah. And then we also have a chopped kale and Brussels sprout salad being prepped later on as we get closer to it. It's in the fridge.
And so when you batch it, though, are you building it, like, and then what? You put it into Tupperware, and then you just take it to work?
Yeah. Tupperware, you take it to work, heat it up, look, it's really, the thing about, the fitness route is that you can't just look at everything as a one day, one action at a time. You have to think of it as a conducive goal for yourself to say, look, I define myself as a healthy living fit person, and you just have to plan ahead just a little bit for it, right? Like, I'm not going to choose to be healthy on Wednesday because it's too late. Then I'm already at work. I don't have time to, prep lunch in the morning. Obviously, like I run an agency full of people and clients to manage. So I'm probably going to end up running over to the food court or, meat and bread or whatever nearby. And don't get me wrong, I love meat and bread. I'm not dissing that. Their food is fantastic, but it's just not something I can eat every day. Right. To really set your goals, you need to always plan ahead a little bit and define it for yourself so that it's just a constant lifestyle choice, not one action at a time. Because if you set the long-term goal and live by it every day, then the actions naturally come.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And I went from like being irregular at the gym, and now if I don't go to CrossFit or do some heart intense activity or muscle intense activity for at least more than 2 days, then I start getting all itchy and grumpy. Like I need to do something.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah,
you made a lifestyle.
It's a habit.
Yeah, and
you get addicted to it. Yeah, then you just can't live without the sweat.
I see that. See that? That's great. That's cool, man.
Oh yeah. So thank you.
No, thank you
for inspiring me. It's been fantastic.
So Jeff, this is just giving you a couple pearls here, guys, and the main one I think you want to take away is the idea of creating a lifestyle, but also planning ahead with your lifestyle. So as much as we try to live a healthy and active lifestyle, there still takes some planning. We have to recognize our schedules are busy. Yeah. And if you're not planning ahead, it's not just like, hey, I'm going to be healthy on Wednesday, Thursday I might not be, and then Friday I'm going to be healthy. That's not a lifestyle, right? So what you guys are creating every day by going through the process of committing 30 minutes, on top of that, watching what you eat, you're just making better decisions. You start to feel better. And what happened when you started feeling better?
Well, I actually became much more productive at work.
Yeah.
My business took off. I mean, there's many reasons why businesses do well, but I honestly think being fit and healthy is a huge credit, deserves a lot of credit for it, because when I'm alert and functioning at work and, my body feels energetic and fantastic, I mean, at the beginning stages, there were times when I had to work 14, 16 hours straight, and I would still make it to the gym because that's what gave me the energy. Like, that sweat is what gives you the energy at the end of the day, right? So I would somehow still make it to the gym. I was working crazy hours and not compromising my health because I still squeezed in the time for gym and eating healthy. So then, my agency grew quite a bit. Physically, every single friend of mine that's known me long enough have been asking me, like, Jeff, you look so much fitter and bigger. Like you seem fit and you lost weight and you just you just look sturdy as hell.
Yeah.
How do you do it? So then I started taking my friends to go training with me here and there. Sometimes across BC, or sometimes I'll just run boot camps, Sunday fun days when Di's not around, or take my friends out to the beach, or they're building gyms and just work out together. I became that guy that other people look up to say, I want to make a healthy change in my life too, and that all trickles down from this man over here.
Whatever.
Right? So,
but you know what? This is what we're talking about, guys. Because you share it with somebody else, who shares it with somebody else, who shares it with somebody else, and all of us just start living like this. We feed off each other's energies, and one good choice leads to another.
Absolutely, it's a community at the end. It's not a competition.
Oh man, I like it.
Between us, it is a competition.
Well, it's a little
now.
bit, just a little bit.
Just a little bit. Yeah.
He keeps kicking my butt. I blame it because I'm 10 years older.
Well, it's more like one out of every 10 workworkouts. Maybe I'll get rid of you, depending on what the competition is.
You had me on 2 this week. 2 already.
2? I beat you twice?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah, it's good for you. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you, Di.
All right, guys. So that's it. The email, this video is a little bit longer than normal, but I think it's some pearls of wisdom because I like to showcase Jeff because Jeff has been living that lifestyle now for 5 years. And it's a choice. It's just making it a part of his everyday life. So just what you guys are doing. This is awesome. So don't forget to print off the checklist, revisit the resource guide. I put that checklist together to make things easier for you guys. Right? Just check things off every day. There's a little list of 6 things, 7 things. Just check it off. That way you don't have to think about it. And trust me, when you check things off a list, psychologically, feels really good because you release something called endorphins. And these endorphins make you feel good. And what happens when you feel good? You do good things. And you want to keep doing good things. So check them off. Okay, that's it. Peace out.